here I am, all you nice people. Yeah, we've come a long way from there to here. And now I'm sitting over here in Johnny's living room. And he decided he wanted to take some pictures, I presume, for posterity. So that someday after I'm dead and gone, you can review these pictures and, oh, I just got a little interference over here, my little granddaughter. Well, she knows she's better looking than I am, see, and she just wants to steal the show. But anyway, I was rescued there. Johnny came to the rescue. But anyway, getting back to the original, after I'm dead and gone, you people can look at these pictures and you'll know that I once lived anyway. I left my telltale. I have, I believe, 11 living children that I fathered in 3 marriages. There was one annulment, the second marriage was an annulment.
Yeah, you gotta get me a choke for this car. My goodness.
So we got Heidi just coming in.
Yeah.
And she's having a little problem with the car, and Johnny went to the rescue. Now we're taking pictures over here, and little Heidi is going to hit herself in the face with that if she's not careful. So, okay, are you watching, Grandpa? So when Grandpa said stop it, you can stop that, okay? Huh? You know how? Okay. Now, do we want to go on, or do we want to wait until your daddy comes back? Wait till your daddy comes back? Or you stop it then, okay? How? Start it.
Now, what I'd like to know is, while I got you on camera here,
yes,
got you on tape.
Okay. You know, I was talking about the 11 children I fathered, and the 3 marriages, there was 1 annulment, and the second marriage was an annulment after I married for a few months, and it didn't work out, you see, and that was so much for that. I wanted the people to understand that I was married 3 times, and right now I'm expecting a divorce from my 3rd wife through no circumstances, you know, that I have brought to be. In other words, there are circumstances beyond my control. Now, I am looking directly into the camera, right? Now, I have here today my 2 children, whom I have acquired custody through the courts from my 3rd wife, Ernestine. And that's Elfrida Ernestine Luquette, and this is her. See, is she a pretty girl? But she looks like a Luquette. You can tell she's a Luquette. And then there's Dominic. Now he's lying down relaxing. See, that's Dominic, and he's 10 years old. Elfrida's 11 years old. She's a young lady, and my little Mickey's a young man almost, and he's still a boy, but in a couple of years he'll be a young man. Okay? And we live together, and we live out in Bernards Bay, right next, west of the post office. Right, I own 3 acres of land over there, and it's a very humble place. We live in a trailer, and we have 3 acres of land, and we're getting along, thank God. And we're on our own. Thank God we've managed to stay off of welfare, and I'm getting have a little income each month.
You know what I'd like to hear?
What?
Is when you were growing up.
When I was growing up?
In other words, let's say, let's start a little before that.
Before I was born?
Let's tell me a little bit about your father and about your mother.
All right.
And I think that'd be interesting
Well,
to start with.
I come from a family. First, I come from a family of 9 children. And there was Mary, that was my oldest sister, she was born in 1900. And she's still alive, and it's 1981 now, February the 15th, 1981, and she will be 81 March the 1st. Then there's, of course, Lena and Frank, who died by accident in 1966. And then there is Louis, who's 70 now. He's getting old, and 70. And then Eugene, they're both retired. And my sister Rose Amelia, and Julia, myself, and Johnny. Now there was 9 children total. All right, there's 9 children. Johnny's in California today. He retired and he went back to work, and he's has some position of authority. I understand either 3 or 4 different divisions, if I'm not mistaken, that they put him in charge of or responsible for in the helicopter division. And he was, by title before, supervisor over the engineers for many years. He retired at that job. And he's doing well, but I don't hear much from Johnny. Johnny's kind of busy, and too busy to correspond with me, and it makes me feel bad because I don't, you know, I got a card from him this last year. Before that, I didn't get a card from him for, I don't know, 4, 5, 6 years. And he never sends an individual card to my children. And I often wonder if he treats his wife's people the same way, like her nephews and nieces and brothers and sisters and so on, if she neglects them the way Johnny neglects us. Now, I want to get back to this other, so much for that. But I want to conclude talking about Johnny. He's my brother. I love him, and I don't ever wish him no harm. But I do believe that he has neglected us, not only me, but the rest of the family. But I'm certain that he must have some good reason for it. But I pray for him all the time. Now I want to get back to my family. My father's name was Dominic Luquette, and my father died when I was only 10 years old, and he died back in 1928. He died on March the 21st, and he had some sort of an attack of a stroke around 5 minutes to 5 in the afternoon, and he died about 5 minutes to 9, as a matter of fact, in St. Joseph's Hospital. Now, there's been many years have passed, and my mother did a wonderful job raising us kids. You know, we had to struggle. When I was a kid, I had to go to work, selling papers, going after wood at night, bringing it home and chopping it, and I had to do, you know, my share of work. I even worked for a period of time with a milkman, getting up 2 o'clock in the morning, and boy was it cold. And it was a horse and wagon in them days. And I have to climb up 2 or 3 flights of stairs in these apartment houses, no elevators, leave milk there, and I was froze. My God, I'll tell you, I used to suffer. But anyway, I got back at home in the morning, sometimes 7:30, 7:45, and I would have a little breakfast, and I'd have to go to school and walk to school. And I'd have to walk to school when I was with the milkman. I'd only have to walk to school about maybe 5 or 6 blocks. Wintertime, cold. Of course, when I lived way down on Burnett Avenue over there, and I was younger, I used to have to walk about, I'd say a good mile and a half, from way down in the 600 block of Burnett Avenue to Willow Street. And the wind would blow in and everything. It wasn't very easy. It wasn't a nice thing. But anyway, we went to school. I went to school at Prescott. I started at Clinton, and then I went to Prescott School. I went to Salina School. We moved on the north side, Jefferson first, then Salina. Then we moved back into that area, and I went to Prescott School, and so on. Well, I remember when I was about 10 years old, I used to have to go after wood down the Easy Washer. And I used to lug it up that hill about 2 or 3 blocks up that dirt road. And I have a cart with sides built on it. I built sides on it. I used to bring wood home. And the load was so heavy sometimes I couldn't pull the wagon. I used to have to get in the back and lean on it like that and fall on my back and keep doing that to go up the hill. And then when I got home, I'd have to chop it. Well, I remember a little incident one time. I think it was on my 10th birthday. And my mother said to me she'd bake a cake for me, you know, after I got the wood chopped. So I chopped the wood. and then